Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the first half of February. This is your love reading for the first half of February 2019. This month, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you can catch me live. But Sagittarius, let's see what we have going on for you here for this month for February. All right. And yours is actually different than everybody else. Everybody else had very similar messages, and this month you are the different sign. You start off with the Six of Diamonds and the Joker. So this could, number one, this could just simply represent putting the work into dating. So some of you could be dating, and sorry, some of you might not be able to hear me right now. Maybe you can, I'm not sure. But we will find out before I get started. So again, this could represent some of you dating. It could just represent you putting the work in to date. The Joker is a card of busyness. You also have the Ten of Clubs as well. Ten of Clubs on a very, very basic level just represents a lot of people. So it could represent having a lot of options or having different options as far as love is concerned. So again, a lot of you could have options in love. This is a card of being too shy. So it is a card of needing to open up in love or needing to open up to love if you want it. Again, obviously, if you don't want it, then don't, is what I would say here. But if you do want love, this card just says open up, try to put yourself out there. This is a card of like entertainment as well. So it could represent meeting somebody through like a class, through some sort of, entertainment thing, whatever that could be, going to a concert, whatever. Or it could be that you are just dating. Like I said, very, very simple card. This card wants you to take a leap of faith. It's kind of like the Fool in the Tarot. So it does want you to take some sort of leap of faith, wants you to get out there in some way. So I definitely recommend that you do get out there if you want love. Next, you have the Three of Clubs, card of second chances, and the Queen of Spades. Some of you could have, let's see here. Yeah, you don't really have, I would say, if anything, I would say your past is holding you back, if anything. I wouldn't say that this is your ex coming back. Again, this can represent a second chance, but I would say if anything, your past would be, an ex would be holding you back from moving forward. So I would recommend, leaving an ex behind, as I always do. But for some of you, this could be a second chance, especially if you date an air sign. For others, this could just be a second chance at love. This came up for somebody else as well. I think it was Leo. I think it was another fire sign. This is like jumping into darkness, so it's like maybe you haven't dated for a very long time, or maybe you just haven't been putting yourself out there, and so it's kind of like new again, where you are dating, or new again, going out and meeting new people. So it could just represent a second chance in that sense. For others, this can represent creativity, so it just says get creative on how you meet somebody, or how you get out there and meet somebody. It's like if you're only online dating, it says maybe, like I said, maybe you need to go to a concert or join a dancing class or whatever. So it does say get creative. It can also represent friends. I do feel that for you. I don't normally say that with this card, but I do feel like this could be a friend in your life that, introduces you to somebody. So, again, if you're single, I'd be asking friends, whatever, that you need to do to, set you up and all that other stuff, because I feel like it could bring in somebody very good for you. But again, I would not say X coming back here with those cards. Next, you have the Eight of Diamonds and the Jack of Clubs. This is you putting the work in. Like I said at the beginning, you have a very similar combination, the Joker and the Six of Diamonds. The Jack of Clubs is you, fire sign right here, and Eight of Diamonds is just putting the work in to make it happen. This is a card that says the key. It's called the key, and it just says you have the keys to open doors to make things that you want to have happen. So again, if you want love, it says you are going to be opening doors to new love, or you could be. People always ask me, like when is love going to be coming in, and like when. I'm like, well, you can have it right now. Like there is no time that this could happen. It's like it could be right now if you went out, and try and talk to people. It's like, I feel like, relationships are like, it's like a scale. When you think about it, it's like if you're aggressive enough and you go to a bar and you hit on every single person you see, somebody is going to say yes. So it's like when you could have it right now, but quality or not is the question. So I feel like you have to find your place there, if that makes sense. I have no clue what I'm talking about now, but that's what I would say there. I feel like this is saying, it's like you could have it right now, but you have to be willing to open those doors. So I feel that for a lot of you. For others, this could just also represent multiple people right here. So number one, that's coming up in your challenge position, the Ten of Clubs. It's a very good card, and even in a challenge position, it's rather positive. So it's a pretty positive card, but it could say that maybe there are too many options. So again, maybe some of you have multiple people that are trying to date you at this time. Or maybe some of you are confused and you have to choose between multiple people. You don't know who to choose. Or, again, maybe just being around a lot of people is the challenge in the first place here. But again, this is a card of putting the work in. It says if you put the work in, you will get what you want as far as love is concerned. Next, again, in your challenge position, 10 of clubs, 3 of spades, yes. So I feel like for some of you, letting go of the past is a challenge. Again, your last card, 9 of spades. It's called the anchor. It says the dead weight is holding you back, basically. So I feel like for some of you, letting go of a past ex is a challenge. Or, again, for some of you, I feel like this person might keep, maybe this person keeps popping up in your life. And with that 3 of clubs, so it maybe like every time they pop up, it kind of delays you moving forward in some way. So I feel like you are trying to move past, somebody who it just like keeps popping up. I don't think there will ever be any forward movement with that person. So again, if you're one of those people, this isn't for everybody, but if you're one of those people who has somebody, I feel like they're just keeping you on the line. I feel like they keep popping up just enough to keep you interested. But I don't think they're going to actually make any real moves. I feel like they're off doing their own thing, and they're like, well, if what I'm doing doesn't work out, I'm just going to go back to this person. So do you want to be that person? I would say no. I don't think you do. So I'd kick them to the curb. For others, this could just represent, maybe you've been through a lot of breakups, and that's a challenge. This has come up for several signs this month. I have the chart up over here, by the way. And, yeah, I guess I can see how in the chart there are, like, several things that I guess would say that, we don't want to get hurt. We want to kind of, like, protect ourselves. Even, Chiron's going to be moving into Aries soonish. And even Chiron in Aries is like self-protective. When Chiron's in Aries, it's like we're healing wounds, but it's like we want to protect ourselves more than anything else. So, again, it can make it hard to date, is what I would say there. Your solution here is the 8 of spades and the ace of diamonds. This could represent, number one, if you recently got out of a relationship, this could represent just taking a break. This could say your solution is to just take a break from dating and, kind of take some time for yourself. Maybe this is a card of vacation. Maybe you need a vacation, or you just need some time for yourself. And then after you do that, this is a new path. So it just says after that, then you can start all over again, all new. So some of you need to do that. For others, some of you just need to step off on a new path. This is a card of committing to a new path 100%. It is scary because it's like, on a lot of decks that I have, the ace of diamonds, there's like an archway behind it. But the thing is, it's like once you step under that archway, there's no going back. So you can never go back to the past. And maybe that's a fear for some of you, is that, the fact that you will never, if you step through the path onto the new path and start dating someone else, it's like you never go back to the past. So that could be a fear. This is also a card of fears because, again, it's like doing something that you have never done before, right here, these 2 cards. So some of you could be, it's like, maybe you have to go out to find somebody, and it's like maybe you've never done that, and maybe that's a fear. Or, again, maybe you go line dancing, and then that's where you meet somebody. But again, maybe it's a fear. Maybe it's something that you've never done before. But I would encourage you to do that because I feel like that's exactly how you're going to find love. Finally, your outcome, 9 of spades, ace of clubs. Look at that. So letting go of the past leads to a commitment is what this card says right here. So I feel like a lot of you could be letting go, and that will lead to a commitment for you. This is a card called the ring, represents an engagement ring. It could represent somebody coming in for you that you get married to, or somebody who's really great for you. This is also, again, if you're not having problems with the past, this would just represent a temporary situation. So again, maybe you've been single for a while, and it just says that situation is temporary. And again, look, abundance. There's an abundance of people coming in for you right here with these 2 cards, I should say. So there's an abundance of opportunities after a break, right here, like all this. So Sagittarius, this looks really good to me. I feel like you actually could find love this month. I do feel like it'll require work. So that means like going out, talking to people, online dating, whatever it is that you do, it's going to require work. I don't think anybody is just going to magically appear for you, like in front of you. But other than that, it looks pretty good. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your month.